I've gotten so many questions on how I made this jacket, so I'm gonna give you guys the breakdown and tell you things that I would do differently so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So the entire base of this jacket is my racer jacket pattern, like the whole base, sleeves, the lining. The only modification that I did was just add the panels with the lace up on top. The only thing is that I would say size up. This is a small, and then with the lace up, it just makes it even tighter. So I had to do some math to figure out all of the paneling. So basically, all of these end up being like 2 inches final, but then with the seam allowance, so 3 inches by whatever length each section is. You should have 2 panels here, 1 long rectangle that goes all the way to the back. I didn't have it cut off right there. These 2 pieces here for the sleeve, and then 1 here for the sleeve and 1 on the bottom for the sleeve. I also didn't do any top stitching on the paneling. I did interface all of it though so that it was stiffer, but instead of doing a top stitch to hem it, I used hemming tape and I ironed all of that on so that it didn't have any seams. Plus, with the grommets being punched in, it just secures it even more. Like, it didn't need to be top stitched, and I wanted it to look clean, like no stitches visible. And on that note, with the punching of all the holes in the grommets, that took me the absolute longest. I about almost broke my wrist. It's like hole puncher thing that's for leather. Yeah, it worked, but I almost died. I do suggest getting the if you have one of these, I do suggest getting the attachment that punches holes. I really need to get it, but I also use this with the attachment to punch in the grommets because that is very helpful. It still took forever, but it's a lot better than doing each one by hand. And then to attach all of the panels, I literally just did 1 single top stitch on the shell panel, and then everything, all the raw edges are just tucked in inside the lining. This was 2 pairs of trousers that I used to make this, so I legit reused the waistband so that I didn't have to do another buttonhole. The cording that I use is this satin cording that I got off Amazon. It's 2 millimeters this width, and I think this is a good size. It fits perfectly on these grommets, and these are a quarter, 4 millimeters, I believe. And that is basically how I made this jacket. If you guys liked it, let me know.